numbers.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get onto this area, I feel like. Even with stuff like Lilia Flash Q or Lilia E.
Yeah.
Realistically, Spooky... I'm saying Spooky because Zeri's on Spooky. But Strode, it's a lot of stuff to dodge, but should be able to dodge it.
He's going to struggle on reset. So, probably going to be a burn. And Strode found himself extended. Smarty's playing both for the wave and for the kill.
Okay,
they don't have anything to lock him.
DiamondProx has enough damage. Yeah, it's just going to be first blood. Does get claimed by Smarty, and Denick with a flash away will not get caught by that Jin root.
All the timings that occurred off of first clear. Oh my lord.
Getting low.
Oh my
7.
lord.
He just gets the kill, and fourth shot onto Strode, but the Karth Assault there to secure the kill onto Denick. Pyok on the push. On the back foot, trying to get away from Strode, but Strode doing so much damage. The flash forward, the Q!
Fuffle on bot side will not be influenced by either top laner. That was very close to the fight beginning. This will be a skirmish.
Smarty has no flash. This is going to get dicey. It looks like it's just going to be a full-out engage. A double knockup comes out from Smarty. 3-man sleep, but what can GLORE get done? Entropiq on the run out. And Curtain Call comes down. Denick probably just going to end up going down to this one. Curtain Call, one last shot, doesn't quite go through, but Niter,
really? Many. Then you could see Naught fall down a lot faster. You could see those W's chaining up. You could see the Jin backing up the Twist in that AoE.
That is just going to be
Spooky dying.
Okay.
Oh, no.
He's alive somehow. Flash away, and Denick, an immovable object here to block all of that damage.
Yeah, with that, this is an even better timing to start doing the Herald and all of the other ones. Spooky, he could try to trade it for the Chemtech, but that's not going to leverage too much of an advantage. So, good play on top side. They think they can shift this into an acceleration play instead. I would always say to do this.
He missed his initial E, and he's just going to go down to Karth Assault. A massive miscalculation coming out from Kakan, but it should still be a kill over to GLORE if they can secure this under the turret. They do indeed get it for now. And actually, they're going to go on the run. It looks like it is going to be a collapse coming out from GLORE. They notice the TPs and are moving in, but it is going to be hooked in the front line by Denick. Smarty trying to do what he can to buy space. Does find a double knockup. One onto Spooky, and Spooky will get damaged quite low. Taken very low, actually, and will go down to the Crocodile. But Robocop in the other front line does claim a kill back. 2 members dead already for GLORE. A third to follow. This deer is going down as well. Strode gets a triple kill, looking for his 4th Niter. Scaling is still in Entropiq's favor, so I don't really know where the avenues back in are for GLORE, despite just not making the mistakes that they made just now. Looks like trying to capitalize on a mistake from Denick. Do find the root, finds a lot of damage, and that is just going to be a dead Nautilus.
That's big.
4v5 on the map. We're chilling.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
We're playing Tristana in 2024.
Yeah. We have TP advantage on top side.
We can't see it.
I told you it's dead.
He is not chilling.
Yeah, like they're making the play on him because they don't have TP themselves. So the best thing to be able to do here is that the enemy isn't pressuring you.
Whoa, Denick looking mid. Finds the knockup onto the Lilia. This should just be a dead DiamondProx, but he's actually able to buy a little bit of time. Smarty goes into the back line, but it will be 1 dead for this Entropiq side. They get 2 back. They do get the shutdown onto Strode, and that goes the way of DiamondProx. Lilia going to be sleeping well tonight. TP
and that bot tower's
going down. This is going to be from Jax. Robocop here with this flank. Kakan is just going to go down.
Yep.
Dragon surely to follow up here for Entropiq, and kind of having the pick of the litter with these fights.
And that's what they opted to do on the Tristana. That's why they did that hard grouping. GLORE weren't threatening Baron enough, which meant that they could go and play on the Trist. If you play on that TP, no one can join.
Smarty, this might not be a good angle, bud. He is just going to go down. Robocop does. Yeah, that is the name of the game here. But when you have to play against stuff like a Nautilus and Zeri, and you can't get onto the Zeri. Oh, speaking of not getting onto the Zeri, Smarty with a Hex Flash over the wall finds the Q, finds the E, but won't be able to headbutt Strode to death, actually. Somehow able to walk away alive. Pyok gets caught by the Nautilus ult. Kakan there to pick up that kill for himself. Many dashes in and immediately flashes out, realizes his grave error, but it's not actually an error for himself. Pyok goes down, Smarty low. He will go down. Freely hit that inhibitor, and it looks like, ooh, that should just be a dead DiamondProx. Ooh, the damage stick will not be enough, actually. And Smarty trying to get something done in the front line does get followed up by a flash Q from DiamondProx, who will go down to, I think that was... Yeah, it's just a flank. To be fair, keeping Robocop out of the fight and having Smarty there...
Yeah, that's not
terrible. That's not terrible. But, that is only going to be 1 caught by the Drowsy there. Has the cleanse, or QSS, I think, for many, and it's just going to be... Oh my goodness, it's just going to be Niter deleted. Next to follow is DiamondProx and Kakan, and this Nexus should end up going down. Entropiq claim Game 1 in this best of 3 series here for the lower bracket, round 2 of the playoffs.
Yeah, Camille sounds good. Well, Camille sounds good, but it's going to be much more skill-based, right? It doesn't exactly play itself to everything. I hate that. It's good, but I hate that. Like, it can work, but I just don't like it. Robocop can absolutely bully Cassante up and down the map, though.
Surely this is just a double kill here for GLORE.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Just focus,
But
Strode.
we're not
At least
seeing
you get
it.
one.
Like, I can see him on the minimap.
Yeah, I mean, I
They're
can
going
see it, and
in!
it looks like, oh, it's a knock-up onto Strode. He will go down. Denik, you can't quite chase that Recon. I mean, now Strode should just get zoned off of his wave. Diamondprox can move in, finds the E, finds the W, finds the third Q. That is a knock-up onto the Jin, and a cleanse popped, an ignite down, and eventually this guy will just go down as well.
Yeah, he has to die on the push.
And it looks like Zinzao.
Okay.
Yep. Well done from Diamondprox,
They
and
have
also
absolutely taken the toll on a guy that we often single out as being the star of the lineup.
no way! That W flash, really good stuff coming out from Diamondprox. That's why this guy's been around for ages.
It's still a scary thing. 12 months later, sorry, 12 months? 12 years
Yeah,
later.
12
I'm
years
not used
later.
to saying years like that in League of Legends.
Yeah, and Kakan is not going to be moving for a couple more years at least. Here to cover, at least for Strode, make sure that, you know, maybe he can ding that level 5 mark, but GLORE might have something to say about it. They find the hook onto Spooky away from the turret, and the Ash Arrow comes out. That's there to block by Denik, and a knock-up onto the Recon. He is going to get low, but Zinzao has to walk away. Diamondprox does end up going down, and Strode claims a kill back. Smarty, it's a botched dive. They have to go on the run. Pioke might be able to find the damage back, though, and Smarty gets engaged on, does go down. A trade back onto Denik for Pioke, and he has the barrier popped. He's trying to get the damage onto Strode. Strode is level 5, but he's going to be able to get it done, and Spooky gets the shutdown.
As a unit, that's very, very good for ENTROPIQ. They're now thinking this game is surely winnable. Zinzao's thinking, I have unfinished business down here. Stroder's saying, kill me.
But this should pressure them off enough for this Rift Herald to get started up by GLORE. And oh no.
Oh my lord.
Niter
Oh
just gets
my
engaged on by
God.
Spooky, and a kill claimed back
my
again.
God.
But it does, like you said, make it very difficult here for the itemization. But Denik trying to find an engage here onto Smarty. Smarty finds a re-engage with that hook, and Spooky kind of caught unawares, might end up going down. Kakan looking for that Q3, does pull him into the team, but Spooky not quite dead yet, does go down, a shutdown onto the way. Robocop in the front line doing what he can, and that's going to be many, very low on the opposite side, does go down to Pioke. Kakan and Pioke, the only members left alive, a double kill here for Strode somehow, and it's Robocop running the show. They lose the entire game, but they win a singular team fight around some point in that second to third dragon range, and somehow the game flips on its head. Not going to be an exception here. Ooh, but Strode does get engaged on by the Ash Arrow as well as the Q follow-up, and he will go...
It's not real.
Well, that's true, but it's only defined by how much you want to let it define you. Okay, but Strode is going to get defined by this Ash Arrow. Going to go down.
Tier 2. It's not Soul,
Well,
so they opted to defend Tier 2.
While Malkaol comes out and it does catch a
open up.
singular member, it will be... Oh, wow, that is just going to be a dead Nautilus. Diamondprox got low on the other end. Kakan, ooh, the flash forward from Denik. Won't quite be able to find any sort of charms, but it will catch the Zinzao because he tried to re-engage. Finds a knock-up on Strode, but Strode, once again, kiting very well. That's one member
Like, I mean, that's down on the next few autos. And this Tier 2 mid is worth far more than that Tier 2 on Styling. That will give the Tier 2 mid later on. Oof. Many should die with pride here.
Less pride because he burned the flash, but, you know.
Yeah.
Or at least, like the biggest spike, I'd say. You know, because obviously if you get more items, you are going to be even stronger. But Ash going to be very strong now. Hook here onto Spooky, finds the ultimate as well onto Many, and follow up here from Diamondprox won't quite be enough. The Jin curtain call does come out. Denik in the front line, it will be Spooky dead. Smarty low. Kakan not quite able to find anything there to follow up, but one member dead for ENTROPIQ.
Magic damage dealer for ENTROPIQ, and he's also the guy with the smite, which does matter here. Smarty only able to find Denik. Strode with the movement. Denik trying to get the most mega.
Robocop has mega.
Time. Robocop's
He only got
in,
one.
but he's
He only got one, and the Baron goes
one
down.
death already.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4v4 straight up in this Baron pit. Kakan tries to get out of the pit, but down goes Diamondprox. And Strode looking for more, finds the 4th shot, doesn't quite get the kill on Niter. Pioke gets so much damage back, flashes out of the Jin W. Denik doesn't quite go down, but many will. Kakan gets the kill on the other side. A double kill here for Pioke. Denik on the run.
The amount of success ENTROPIQ has found in these clutch moments is being insane.
Narvar is coming up. Dragon goes down. It gets claimed by GLORE. And they are trying to get out with their lives, but the curtain call comes down. Smarty finds an engage here onto Spooky. The ultimate into the back line onto Many, but it goes! Denik into the back line, and Pioke is low. Robocop doing all that he can. Finds the shove, finds the damage. Many gets Pioke, like you said. Niter on the run, trying to get a kill back. Many does miss his Q, and Kakan is here as well. It's going to be the Niter and Kakan show. A double kill here for Kasante. Strode goes down. Make it a triple. Kakan looking to run the show. Spooky might just go down. Make it a quadra kill here for Spooky. Nope. Okay, Niter's going to steal it, but either way. We're just trying to get some movement coming out from GLORE, and Dragon does end up not quite being stopped, and an engage toward this top side means that Zinzao isn't here. It's a 5v4, but can ENTROPIQ win it? Spooky goes down. It's a 1-for-1 immediately. Robocop on the disengage, but has no Mega. The W does go slightly wide.
Really wants to try to stop us now.
Yeah.
We could potentially get an engage on him. That looks like what's happening as my observer's computer just goes complete potato mode. There goes Kakan.
Yeah, you were completely right. That's exactly
Robocop no longer with Mega R, so now this is a big opportunity for GLORE to start the fight.
Kakan is not taking any damage to this Baron. Okay, Denik finally decides to go over, but the smite is secured here by Diamond. Prox, the veteran for GLORE. Spooky, like you mentioned, does go down, getting very low, but Robocop somehow sustaining through a lot of that damage from Pioke. And no one will die quite yet. Smarty looking for something. Strode not going to be able to peel for Robocop. He will go down. The TP back in from Kakan. And all of a sudden, GLORE are in a 5v4 straight up. Should be able to win it out. And ENTROPIQ have a rough avenue to get back into their base. Spooky gets caught by Smarty. Kakan here to back up his support.
The ending!
And whether Spooky goes down or not, that is going to be the end of the game, you have to assume. But no. Niter and Pioke not quite able to find the turret damage that they need to. They get one turret. The top wave is collapsing. Spooky is low. Should go down. And that is the jungler dead again. Like you mentioned, for Soul if they decide to do so. But GLORE said, you know what? We've had enough. It's a 3v5. Surely we can win at this point. Looking for more. Smarty could find the hook. Strode dodges it, but it does end up landing onto the Jace. And Many dies for the sins of Strode. Strode trying to do all that he can in this back foot, but I mean, it's a turret, it's a Strode, and it's a Denik versus the entire world of GLORE. They will seek their GLORE in this game. They will win out the glory of a tie in this series, a 1-1 GLORE and ENTROPIQ in this best of 3. I don't know how they did that. But, you know, going through the entire champion pool of Kakan, perhaps, or maybe this is Smarty's top lane champion pool, I don't know.
No way.
I mean, it could, yeah.
Oh my god, it's reverse. Yeah, okay, so Kakan trying to put on his best Robocop impression, and Robocop trying to put on his best Kakan impression, both trying to finally prove once and for all which one of them is the superior useless top laner. Yep, yep. I mean, second rotations, game does definitely become more interesting.
Flash Q.
Vis-a-vis.
There comes the chain. And that should just be a clean kill. Niter is dead. First blood for Spooky.
Situational awareness within the game doesn't have to be up there. Whereas, like, if you're a master player, your situational awareness is probably up there. You can acknowledge what's happening in the fight as it's happening. For example.
Yeah, for example, Pioke getting randomly caught having to burn flash mid. Somehow Niter is dead again. We did get 30-second videos. Okay. Was that Chains of Corruption just burnt? Okay, somehow Denik was able to dodge it, and that will just be Smarty dying off the back of it. Actually able to flash away to safety for now. The Nautilus ult there to deter the enemy team, and somehow GLORE trade one back. Pioke gets the kill. The Magnet Storm comes out from Denik, but it's not quite enough. No! He will be able to get the kill here for Strode. A double kill for the Ashe. Looking for more damage.
Except neutrals will be taken by Spooky. He's like, here's how you use an excellent advantage. Alright, here's what we do.
Okay, this is just going to be Sejuani getting caught by the chains, the ethereal chains, and will go down. Oh man, the slice and dice. Again, not quite enough. The flash away from Kakan nearly in Mega. Spooky finds a flash Q, and that is not going to be Gnar doing Gnar things in this scenario. He's been around the block, you know, he's competed in the Balkans leagues.
Great. Many people here have competed in the Balkans leagues.
Speaking of all of them dying right now, it is going to be Smarty dead, and the Ashe arrow goes slightly wide. Strode not going to be able to facilitate any more kills here. And Cloud Dragon should be picked up by Entropiq, despite find one of those miracle team fights, but I'm not sure what item advantages those hinge on, right? I'm not sure at what point they're like, okay, we're strong enough to fight, because, I mean, as we can see right now, it looks like that is not going to be a strong enough Diamond Prox to fight. In this scenario, Pyok might get caught in the crossfire, but, you know, maybe a kill traded back onto Spooky, but Flash away saves his life for now. Many trying to get the chains down, and the flash forward from Robocop is enough to find the kill. And on the other side, we can see Nar in the middle of 4 members. You have to assume that that does mean he's in a little bit of danger. Pops the ultimate, trying to get away, but Kakan will go down. Flash over the wall, just going to buy some time. Eventually, he will go down. And Strode somehow gets a kill onto Smarty in the mid lane. We'll also get this tier 2 turret picked up, and
burn it down they will.
Yeah,
Many going in.
Though. Oh my goodness, Kakan has no health left to
God.
work
Oh
with,
my
and Denik
God.
into the backline finds a Magnet Storm on to 3. The Dragon just gets picked up by Spooky to do a little bit more salt into that wound, and you can see Diamond Prox on the run will go down. The follow-up from Spooky finds the E on the Niter. That guy will die as well. Robocop might just want another one, and it's going to be an ace for Entropiq, a double kill. Spooky even winning in the 50-50 smites. Like, you can't knock this team for anything in this game, really. As you do see them doing a 2-2-1 combination. I haven't seen this before, but it's working out for now. Somehow Kakan died, and turrets are under pressure.
Entropiq aren't able to immediately group up and are staying extended.
Good fleet
Not
from
gonna
Niter,
be
but
here.
the turret is shut off, and that should just be
Maybe
a dead way.
here?
Actually, able to deter something.
Yeah,
Spooky
there you
not
go.
going to be able to live through this. Will go down, and Niter finds the Golden Soul. And it looks like they're going to be able to do so. Spooky is fighting Diamond Prox right now in enemy jungle, and Smarty has found a hook onto Denik, but that rel is not going to go down faster than this Sejuani.
You could look for a flank indeed. You have so many options here, to be honest. None of them are
Comes
bad.
onto Kakan. There's a flank on LeBlanc, and you can see Pyok is under fire. He just goes down, and actually going to flash over the wall, but will die. Eventually, Denik is able to secure that kill for his team. It's absolute murder here for the side of GLORE. Entropiq claim 3. Kakan and Knight are doing what they can, but the arrow from downtown. Strode making sure his name is remembered here for the side of GLORE. That's going to be 4 members dead. Surely the game secured for Entropiq, and they should be able to walk home, furthering their progress here in the EPL playoffs.
0. 0 towers, 0 drakes, 0 barons, 0... No, 1 grub. 1 grub is the only thing GLORE were able to get on the map. Entropiq showing the absolute dominance of a 5-man unit that has played many games together, that has gone through many scenarios together, that when they are in the lead, they've been here before. They know what to do.